Eva Trades.
Happy Monday, I'm Josh, and this is a quick review of my trading day for March 20th. Now, today I finished up twice my daily goal, which is pretty fantastic. I did a great job pre-market, then I kind of spun my wheels after the bell rang, which was kind of annoying, but it was a choppy day, and on top of that, I missed a few really good trades on the ticker UPS. And then, I ended up red on that stock, but I was green on everything else, so I'll go over each trade right now, and you can see what I did. So here we go. CB coming up on the scanners, and it was a little light on volume. It was looking like this, and I was like, well, this equilibrium here looks pretty good. You get the high, low, lower, high, little choppy, higher, low. So I was a little hesitant at first, but it broke out over 850. There were big sellers on the bid at 853, so I waited for it to break through 853, and then it shot up through the high. It shot up over this level. So I got in it as it pulled back for a second, and then I sold it. And I didn't hold it for this big move up to $9.13. That's a daily level. We can look at that. So that's a daily lower high. So that was one level where anybody in this was looking to sell at that level. Bears were looking to short. Made pretty good money on this stock, but then I traded it on a pullback to this level down here. And look at this drop. So it dropped really fast and hard. I was actually red on the stock for a little bit. I added back down here towards the volume weighted average price. We also had this pivot area right here. We came right down to that. So that's where I bought back. And then on this bounce, I made back my loss and ended up green on the stock. And then I traded PACW. So it broke out over this period of consolidation here. I still didn't trust it, but then as we got up to here and it was looking really strong, there were a lot of buyers on the bid. I bought on the little dip right here, and I was only looking to scalp it. So if I back up here, it was looking like that. And I was thinking, well, we're probably due for, a pullback, but I'll buy it for a small scalp. It pulls back to 1120. I jump in it and it shoots up so quick, like really fast, that suddenly I was up almost $100. And so I'm selling it. I'm like, wow, that was crazy. Amazing. The market opens, the bell rings, and the second 1 minute candle here on NYCB, I'm buying that pullback to $9. It's also the blue line, which is the EMA. And then I'm selling really quick. It's a scalp trade. Good job. And my second trade on it, I'm going to try to get back in here for the back test of that blue line, which is a daily level that we've broken through. But ouch, big drop. Took a loss on that. That was too bad. But I'm glad I had a stop loss in place, or it would have been bigger. So that line down at 871, that's a support level. The dotted line is also the volume weighted average price. So I'm buying there, and it's also 875, which is psychological. So I bought there for that support to hold, and then I sold as it broke out, made back some of that loss. And then it comes down further to that pivot of 859, and I'm getting in it there, but then it looks like it's going to maybe continue to drop as it's going below the line. So I just get out. I don't want to take any chances. Take a small loss there. Okay, so the bulls are starting to show me something here. I'm seeing a green candle and a bounce, so I'm back in it. No harm in trying. Coming up against the volume weighted average price, so I go ahead and decide to sell right there. Looking for a 1 minute higher high after getting a higher low, but I'm not going to wait for it to break the high of that candle at 874. I'm just going to go ahead and sell it right there. Bulls still trying to prove something here, so I'm buying the back test at the volume weighted average price. That's that dotted line. And I'm looking for a move pretty quick here, and it's just not doing it, and I'm getting impatient. So I go ahead and I just jump out. I made a little bit on it, so slowly making my loss back a little bit at a time. So it consolidates for a bit, and then it starts to break out. I jump in it, and I just added to it right there. So I'm in this 3 times. I'm 3 position sizes. And we're coming up to that previous low of day. This is a spot where I'm just going to get out instead of fighting that resistance, take the profit while I have it, and look for another opportunity. So after that breakout, we backtest the EMAs and the volume weighted average price. So I'm jumping in there for that. Then I'm adjusting my stop loss, and then I'm adding to it now in with 350 shares, looking for the break through the high. And there we go. And I'm selling it right there. Beautiful trade. Look at that profit. Nice. Very nice. You can buy 5 cups of coffee with that. Okay, so buying the breakout after consolidation here, but I started to get a little nervous on this one. Like I said, I want it to go right away, and it wasn't doing it. So I just, get back out. That's fine. And again, the bulls are starting to prove it to me. I'm seeing a lot of buyers on the bid, so I'm jumping back in and now looking for a breakthrough $8.96 and a move up to $9. And here it goes, and I'm selling. Nice. Awesome. So this one was disappointing. It's just a scalp trade after the breakout. I typically do this. I'll buy a little dip and then sell as it moves up. And I made, a little bit on it, not much, but then it makes its move right after I get out. So I'm not going to let it get away from me. I'm going to try it again. Buying that dip. Pulls back a little further. I could have added to this, but I wasn't sure if I should. There's the move up, and there I'm selling. That was nice. So UBS hits the scanner. I pull it up. It looks pretty good, so I jump in it on that little pullback there. But the bulls on this one, not showing me anything right there. And I'm just taking myself out of the trade before it stops me out. So I missed my entry on this one on the blue line. Big mistakes, but I'm getting in, after the breakout. That's also kind of a mistake on this stock, as I find out later. On this one, it kind of works out for me. I did make some money on that, so not too bad. Okay, so here we're holding that 1945 area. So I'm in it for, the break over the high of that previous candle. It's an inside bar, and I'm thinking, well, this could drop back again. So I go ahead and get out. But then after a little bit, it doesn't look like it's going to drop back. So I'm going to get back in. That's my policy. I can get out anytime I want. I can always get back in. And there I'm selling. So far I've been making profit on this one, just scalping it. But here's where things start to go wrong. I scalp this for a break higher after an inside bar. It fails. So I go ahead and take myself out of the trade. Now I'm red on the stock. And I missed my trade off of the blue line, but I did get in it. I'm in a little high, and then I'm going to add to it, looking for the break through the high. And this would have been a pretty amazing trade. But unfortunately for me, the bears take over and it becomes a big loss. So again, I miss another trade, this time off of 1948, that support line, but I'm in it too high, and then it comes back, and so I'm just getting out, taking another loss on it. So PAC-W was one of my big winners on the day, and here's a trade right out the gate, just a scalp, taking advantage of that. Buying a simple pullback after the breakout, but on this one, it looks like it might drop further, and sometimes these will. You'll see a surge down, so I didn't want to take that chance, so I just got out. It was kind of a break-even trade anyways. And this is where I made a mistake, and I got caught up in FOMO. I'm like, oh, maybe it is going to go, so I get back in it, but this time higher than I was before. And then it starts to come back against me, and I'm like, God dang it. I messed up. Shouldn't have got in so high. Sometimes it happens. So I took a loss on that, and then it drops even further. But I'm out of the trade by then. So this was another mistake. I tried to buy this before it broke, but it broke and then my order got filled. So I'm in too high. We're coming up against that resistance of 1111. So unfortunately, I'm going to take yet another loss on this one. So now we're on the top side of $11.11. So I'm buying this breakout, expecting 1111 to hold. And I'm going to sell right below the resistance of 1139. That was beautiful. So making back some of that loss. And then it continued to drop after. This is going to be a quick scalp trade. I'm looking for a break over that red candle, and there we got it. I'm not looking for a break through the high. I'm thinking there may be a pullback coming. And here's that pullback, and why I said that I was looking for that is because this looks like it's going to be a 1 minute equilibrium, and that's what it's shaping up as. And there we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and just sell that right there. Again, not exactly expecting a break through the high. So DPST here with an incredible recovery from the bulls. So I'm buying that for the breakout, scalping it again. I love me some scalp trades. And here's another scalp trade. I'm just looking for a little bit here. An inside bar, bull break. There we go. And now I'm buying a pullback here, looking for it to break out immediately. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to exit because I don't want to take a bigger loss. And so that's what I do. I get out right there just before it starts to drop. So back in it as it's moving up. This is another quick scalp trade. And now I'm going to go ahead and buy this and look for a break through the high. It's an inside bar, looking for that bull break. And I end up selling it there for a loss though, because it just didn't look like it was going to do it. And now failing even more. So here we go, last trade of the day. This one looks like it's going to go. I'm in it right there. And here we go, make me a winner. There it is. That's the one right there. I finished the day up $111. That is more than 2 times my daily goal. Pretty incredible statistics that I've got going here on this challenge. Here's a look at my P&L chart. Each green candle here is 1 day of profit or 1 day of loss. And it's really great because I'm almost halfway through phase 2 already. This has been a pretty exciting run. So join me tomorrow, Tuesday morning, as we trade again. See you then. Bye-bye.